Hey everyone, this is Dr. Neil Schwartz. Today we're going to do a case of red marks and acne. This is a problem that upsets many people and drives some people completely crazy. This is a pretty severe case of both acne scarring, and red marks and wound healing. I'll take you through the whole case and let's get it going. I'll first show you the parts of the chart so you get her story here. You can see here she's 20 years old. We took some vital signs, make sure she's okay. She's had acne for 5 months only that it's really been bothering her, but 3.5 years total. And I asked her how often she gets new bumps, and she said every day, QD. I asked her what she had tried in the past. She said 2 dermatologists, board certified. Most people that come here have seen many doctors. This condition has been failing in some of the best offices in the world. Do not be baffled if for some reason you're not succeeding, even if you're with the doctor who has the best reputation in your country. She had tried 2 dermatologists, oral antibiotics. In the past she had been on Accutane for a month, but the side effects were too great, so she had to stop. She did some prescription topicals and Obagi products. She did over-the-counter products, and this OTC, she just did multiple over-the-counter products. At the bottom of her chart I had written something she had quoted to me. I said before, she said, "It's really stressful. Every time I look in the mirror, she's depressed." So let's get back to the case here. As you can see here, let's look closely and see what she's dealing with. She's dealing with some active acne here, not as much as some of the other cases. A lot of people contact me asking me and say, I mostly have red marks. I have very few bumps, but the red marks are upsetting me. So this is kind of similar to that type of concern where you see more red marks than you do bumps. We only see 1, 2, there's still some activity here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a dozen to 2 dozen bumps total, but then you see many red marks, and they look very bright, and you can see there's a lot of wear and tear and wounding here. There's some 3-dimensional scarring too, but what's really bringing it out is the red marks. So that's what we're talking about today. This is 1 month later. Now already, let's go back, this is a dramatic improvement for 1 month. You can see now we're almost completely inactivated, even in a single month. You can still see the dark, now the red marks are starting to look like dark marks, and you can still see some of the 3-dimensional scarring that was there in the beginning. But let's look at that really closely. That first month was very dramatic. She had the bumps, she still had wounds, she still had activity, and then we switch here and we're just dealing with dark marks that are less red, less angry, and you're seeing just the wear and tear here. You don't see any acne here at all. Maybe this one right here might still be in there, but it's only been 1 month. This is an impressive first month. Moving forward another 3 weeks to a month, we have the fading of the dark marks. Notice she has no new bumps now. It's been 2 months, and she's just healing. There's no activity whatsoever on her face. You could actually, this is the first time she's had 2 months of completely inactivated skin, and at this point she's already happy. She can cover this up quickly. There's no oil on her face, there's no dryness, there's no bumps. She's just very happy already at this point. You can see some of the 3-dimensional scarring from several years of activity, and having it been worse, she has very sensitive skin. It scars easy, but even that's starting to fade a little bit. So this is a month later. You can see this. She still has the 3-dimensional scarring that she has very sensitive skin. It scars easy, but as do a lot of people with Asian type skin, it seems to scar easy, but it also heals. This 3-dimensional scarring will also heal. It'll take longer, maybe more like 6 months, and then eventually, if she keeps it this inactive, it will fade. I asked her to send me a photo in about 6 months. Let's talk about the red marks though. She had all the red marks and the dark marks. They're gone. We don't see any acne. We don't see over dryness. We don't see oiliness. We don't see irritated skin. The products haven't been too harsh for her, and this is an amazing result. Let's see. Let's compare this with the day 1. So you can see, yeah, this speaks for itself here. Let's go back and forth a little bit. Really compare the level of activity on her face and obviously the discomfort here. and the redness from prior marks or from prior bumps. Let's zoom in a little. If you're not going full screen yet, go full screen, and always go full screen on these videos. And if not, if you can't go full screen because wherever you're watching it, don't forget to zoom in. Let's take this up close. Get this thing out of the way. And you can see that this is a complete change in the activity and the level of health of her skin. Her skin health has gone up, 100-fold, and that's great. We celebrate that. This is her progress report, and this is where I discharged her as having no acne problems anymore for now. We have her completely inactivated, and her job will be to maintain it that way, and she's doing good so far. All right, let's take a look at the other side. You can see this side was a little more active, but still, it's really a case of red marks here. The first thing your eye catches is all the red marks, and you see the three-dimensional scarring too. But this case, we're going to talk mostly about the red marks. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Not hundreds of bumps, 19, 20. Well, a couple dozen bumps, but lots of red marks and some wear and tear from prior bumps. So let's take in about a month later. You can see this side was more active, so it took a little longer to get totally inactivated, but we still have a couple bumps left about in month 1. And got the red marks are starting to turn to that brown. They usually go from bright red to kind of a darker brown, and then they eventually fade to flesh color as long as you don't get new bumps, which she's not. This is just the remainder of her first couple dozen bumps. Now she just has just a couple. Let's go about a month later, and you'll see she's almost completely inactivated here. We see maybe one residual bump here, maybe something still stuck in there, but other than that, we're not seeing new acne. This is the first time she's gone 2 months without new acne, and that is the victory. She's already happy about that, and these dark marks are starting to fade. You can see some of the three-dimensional scarring is softer, but it's still there. That will take months to really soften. Here you can see what's going on here. After not having acne for 3 months here, her dark marks are really starting to fade, and you can see what's going on here. Let's see the next one. And this is great. I discharged her. This was the day I discharged her, and this side has completely faded out in color. And three-dimensional scarring seems softer to me as well, although in 6 months it'll be even softer. If she gets no new bumps, she'll continue to get better. The key is that she remains this inactivated, which she's doing great. Let's take a look. Let's compare. This was day 1. This is now. It's pretty dramatic. Her life has obviously changed. Her anxiety and depression are gone, and she feels good. Let's do a zoom in. You can always zoom in yourself too. Let's take a really close look. In case there's any question, let's just really look in there. You can see where those big bumps were. It slides over a little to the right. Let's go over here. Zoom in. Let's go over here, around her mouth. What an improvement here. Nice. Yeah, this is dramatic. You can see that there's a case of the three-dimensional scarring really softening up. Look at the three-dimensional scarring through here. It's kind of grooving a little deeper, and then we get on the after shot. Let's look that close as we can. See that? Even the three-dimensional scarring is treatable. It just takes a long time. And yes, they are semi-permanent scars. There's going to be some wear and tear, but you can soften it, and eventually you can soften enough to where you don't see it anymore. You see that in some of the celebrities that used to have bad scarring, and now you can't see it anymore. It just softens over time as long as the skin is healthy. This is, yeah. Let's do a little case of three-dimensional scarring here. Let's come in here, look at the three-dimensional scars. Yeah, that's amazing. Right here. Look at right here. It's right here. Right here. Shifts over, but That's amazing. So there you have a case of red marks, three-dimensional scarring, and of course acne. Completely inactivated, softened, flesh-colored, and the three-dimensional scars are softened as well. If you have any questions, you can always email me or call me or video chat me. I'm available to anyone who's still needlessly suffering from what is maybe one of the worst chronic conditions known to man. Again, and I'll repeat this every video I do this, the mission of this project is to prove what's possible. These cases are not easy. No acne case is easy. I always try to overestimate the difficulty rather than underestimate. That helps eliminate any frustration with how tough this can be. If there's any question whether your case is special, I would recommend watching all 125, 130 videos here to see that all acne is treatable and preventable. If there's any question of that, I believe you need to watch more videos. I'll be around. Check out the blog if you want to see what's happening in this practice. A lot of exciting developments. The program, the methodology, and even some of the one-on-one personal support is going to be expanded throughout the country and throughout the world. Check out the new blog post called, entitled Big News. I'll be here if you need anything else. Hope this video helped you see the possibilities for red marks, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.